Hey everyone, Boardgame Brody here with Meeple Mountain. I have a prototype copy of the expansion to Tiny Ninja's tournament. It's the Frostbite expansion. So this expansion includes 2 more mini games and a solo mode for this game. So let's get right into this. Fireball is a new game where you have an ice wall with holes in it that you need to bounce the fireballs off of the ground area to then go through one of the holes in the ice wall. Each hole can only be scored once per turn, so when you make it through one of them, you need to move to another one to try to score those points. If the fireball bounces over the wall, it's a miss. If it rolls back out of the hole, back onto the ground area, then it's a miss as well. And it's left there where it lands till the end of your turn. You score 3 points for bouncing a fireball through the small right hole, 2 points for getting it through the left medium hole, and 1 point to get it through the large middle hole. Shuriken is the other game. You will place the tree to use as a lane to shoot from, and you will place one of your discs behind the line shown. You'll be flicking the disc so it lands in the middle of one of the ringed area out on the board. If it lands fully in the inside of a small middle area, then you get 3 points. If it lands fully inside the large area but doesn't qualify for the 3 points, then it will score the 2 points. And if it lands outside of the large area but touching the small area, then it scores 1 point. These 2 added games will give you some variety in the tournament and require you to practice on that muscle memory so that when the time comes, you can be accurate and score more points. Now, let's see these 2 new games in action. The solo mode is called Champion. You will use your player card to track your health, and then each monster will track the monster's health as well on its card. All monsters will start with the same amount of health based on the difficulty that you're playing, 30 being the easiest and 90 being legend. You will always start with 150 health, and you must use your skills along with some items to defeat all 5 monsters. If you lose all of your 150 health before defeating the monsters, then you fail and the world will crumble, so no worries, no pressure. You will start with 3 of each item, and when they are used, they are placed in a stack here above. Here it explains what each item does. This chart on the top right shows the reference for the results of different types of rolls when you're using the die. There are 3 types of results that you'll be referring to throughout the game. This is the colors, either orange, green, or purple, the number of arrows, 1, 2, or 3, and if the background is white or black. Again, this chart will show you the odds and the differences between each of these. You will perform different phases in each round in the champion mode. First, you will perform the multiplier phase, in which you will roll the die. Depending on the color result, it will determine which section on the board that gives you a ×2 multiplier this turn. In most games, the orange result means the left obstacle gets the multiplier, the green gets the middle, and the purple is the right section. This works for all the games except for the Bola, where orange is the front, green is the middle, and purple is the back section. So now you have a chance to deal more damage to the monster by completing the challenge using the multiplier section. You will then take 3 shots. You will reduce the health based on the damage dealt, with the multiplier helping you, hopefully. Each successful attempt will score damage according to how many points it normally scores for the minigame. The monster then retaliates and will attack you at the end of your turn. You will lose health based on how many misses that you got, plus what the monster deals in damage. The miss damage is shown on the monster card and will be multiplied by how many misses you made that turn. Underneath shows the monster damage, which is added to your miss damage. And you will look at your die result, and you will use either by looking at the white or the black result versus the 1, 2, or 3, depending on what's listed on the monster card for that damage. You will then add that to your damage. So yeah, watch out. You will be taking some damage throughout the game, so make sure that you're ready for all that. While you're fighting each monster, you will be able to use 3 of each of the items that you have, and they will be refilled between monsters. The gem is used to deal ×2 damage on all 3 shots for that round. This overrides the multiplier, which will not be used in combination with the gem. The bomb is used during the player phase to deal a 5 damage on your next shot. This item needs to be used prior to taking the shot, and it also cannot be stacked with a multiplier. The shield is used during the monster phase to negate all damage for that round. You will then keep on facing off with the same monster until it has no more health, and you will then move to the next monster. If you run out of health before defeating all 5 monsters, then you lose the game. But if you show off your ninja skills by defeating all 5 monsters with some health left over, then you will be awarded with the most coveted award in the Tiny Ninjas universe, the Tiny Ninja Trophy, and you now have earned the title of Ninja Champion. This expansion adds 2 more games, making it 5 games in total. It also then makes a system to play this solo, which also is a great way to practice the game if needs be. I still think it's a great game to play to open up game night, or to have a rolling chart to play it off every time that you play together with other people. And with time, you can see who the true ninja champion is. So warm up your frostbitten fingers with your family and friends in Tiny Ninjas Tournament, the Frostbite expansion. Again, this is Board Game Brody, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Stick around and check out some other board game reviews to see what you might want to get to the table.